EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready, ready. Mega. Hut.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Niners, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I think our statistician ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. And Lance going to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And the Rams are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind is certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 33.
Let's go.
Again, it's Lance. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal.
Ready?
They'll run with Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. One more time with Dobbins. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Great defense there on 3rd and goal. They took away everything. Forced him to fire that one to the sideline where no one could get it.
And his kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 18. And they'll send the slot in motion left. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Purdy now to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Samuel in motion. Here's Purdy. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. You look at this Niner defense. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game, right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There haven't been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration.
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. 3rd and 19.
Practice, 6, wide open. Ready.
Throwing now is Lance. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Nick Bosa drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Debo going in motion left. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 33. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. You look at this Niner defense, and they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked third in the NFL against the pass.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Now Lance. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
This defense has passed its first two tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Lance to throw it. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. He may go. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Lance. That is incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Okay, right.
This offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10.
Green Jack. 6. Mega.
Lance looking to throw it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Go. Black shot. Ready?
And they'll go for it. Lance. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Palmer. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14. He's trying to parlay that great performance last week, NFC Offensive Player of the Week in Week 2, into a great performance in Week 3.
And the way he was able to do it last week, he started off doing it again this week.
And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
Ready.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot. And
Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted. And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. McCaffrey will score. Touchdown 49ers. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
On the ready.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And Lance, he's going to change the play.
Black Ultra.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. Down the sideline he goes. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On first and 10, here's Lance. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Ready, set.
This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10.
Slide through.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Ready.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Hey, green. Black, red. White. Hurry.
Here's Lance. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have...
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
Let's go. Set.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the 49ers are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
First down.
Now on first down, it's Purdy. Nowhere to go here. He lost gets the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Purdy.
Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Purdy will look to throw again here.
Looking deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
And the Rams are going to take over at their own 41. So a big return there, Charles, on what was a pretty dangerous throw to the outside.
It sure was, Brandon. That's the risk you run on a throw like this. If it's intercepted, a lot of times this is a pick 6. So good hustle to get back and get him down. But, boy, that's a throw you've really got to be sure of if you're going to work the perimeter of the field.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Mega. Ready.
And Lance now to throw.
Rolling to his right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone.
And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
Black shot. Go red. Set, huh?
They do go for it. Lance.
Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the 2nd half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Purdy's throw taken in by Palmer.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Purdy looking to throw.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Purdy to throw again on 2nd and 10. That's completed right side to Palmer.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Back to throw, Purdy.
Forced out to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Purdy now to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Trey Palmer, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the 49ers are able to widen their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Niners are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw a 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Brings up 2nd and
1. Second down and a yard. Now Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he goes out of bounds and looks like right at the 50. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Purdy off the play fake. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Purdy. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Purdy to throw it on 1st down. Open man, it's Palmer. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Purdy will set up to throw it here. His pass caught at the 4. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And they're going to speed things up here. Play action. Now Purdy. And he holds it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trey Palmer, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the 49ers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
His kick is
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
Hustle,
Well, we
hustle.
haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
He's going to look deep down the field. And my goodness, another interception. It's Tariq Castro-Fields who picked it. And the Rams are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 4.
Slide blue. Trail, yellow. Hut, hut.
To throw, it's Lance. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Off of play action, here's Lance. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Play action. Now it's Lance. And that one complete downfield to Kupp. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Lance now on 1st down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now a 2nd and 10. And they'll send Kupp in motion right. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Ready, break.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. That is caught. And the Rams are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's Lance to throw it. Flush to his right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Trey Lance, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Rams are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that will cut this lead down to 25. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. So they'll decline the penalty there and go ahead and keep the yards lost on that last play. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Buying time to his left. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Danny Gray, 50 yards. And the Niners are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And not a very good return at all as he won't even get this back to the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And quickly, they get to the line. Lance looks to throw again. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And he's got this down to the 35. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Shotgun now for Lance. And his throw here's incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. The Lance going to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19.
Come on.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Ultra. Go ultra. Set.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Ready?
Here's 2nd and 10.
Blue black. Blue striker. Set.
Lance going to keep it on the draw. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Open man right side is Kupp, complete. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Ready? Ready. Steel. Black. Pick it up. You're embarrassing us. Fly blue. Ready.
Desperation time here. Lance. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, a few yards shy of the line to gain. And that's going to be a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. The throw over the middle taken in. A big play there for the Niners. 41 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago. I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Purdy off the play fake. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Back to throw, Purdy. And now here is another interception. It's Tariq Castro Fields who picked it. And the Rams will take over here just shy of the 30.
On the double.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. They do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for San Francisco, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL.